You've heard of haunted houses, cursed paintings, dolls that move on their own. But have you ever heard of a mirror that remembers? Not just what you look like, but what you fear. My name's Ethan, and what happened to me still plays behind my eyelids every time I close my eyes. This isn't a ghost story. This is a warning because I looked into the mirror at midnight, and now I don't know if what's walking in my skin is still me. It started 2 months ago. I moved into my aunt's old house in a small town just outside of Portland. She passed away suddenly, left the property to me. The locals, they stared when I said I'd moved in. Some even told me not to stay after dark. They never said why, just don't look in the mirror after midnight. I laughed it off. But I should have listened. There's a massive mirror in the hallway, old with an iron frame covered in dust, the kind that doesn't belong in this century. That night I was brushing my teeth and I swear I heard it. Tap, 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 like fingernails on glass. I froze. There was no wind, no branches near that hallway, but it was coming from the mirror. I stared at it from across the room, heart racing. It just stared back. My reflection, normal. But as I turned to leave, I saw it. A second silhouette just behind me. I spun around, no one. When I looked back, the reflection was normal again, almost like it was waiting for me to notice. Over the next few days, it got worse. Every night at 12:03 a.m., I'd wake up, not from a sound, just a pull. I'd find myself standing in the hallway, in front of the mirror, not remembering how I got there, and every time my reflection smiled before I did. Have you ever seen your reflection blink when you didn't? I have. I thought I was losing it. So I installed a camera, set it to record every night. Then I waited. What I saw the next morning, I can't unsee. At exactly 12:03 a.m., I walked into frame, eyes wide open, barefoot, still asleep. Then, behind me, a shape, no face, just a shifting, shadowy outline. It reached out, touched my shoulder, and I smiled, but not like a person smiles, like something wearing skin for the first time. And then, the worst part, my reflection in the footage didn't match my movements. It stood still, it stared straight into the camera, and then it winked. I called my best friend Samir, begged him to come over. He thought I was just sleep deprived until he arrived. We watched that night together. He dared me. Sit in front of it. Midnight, let's prove it's nothing. I wish I had said no. I sat cross-legged in front of the mirror. Samir stood behind with the camera. The lights flickered. The mirror went black. Not dark, black, black. Then a hand reached out from inside the glass. It wasn't mine. It touched my cheek. Samir screamed. The footage stopped recording. I woke up in bed. Samir was gone. So was the mirror. But the hallway wall where it hung, it was cracked from the inside. I tried calling Samir. His phone just rang and rang. The footage, corrupted. But here's what really haunts me. Every mirror I look into now, sometimes just for a second, I see him, Samir, screaming silently, trapped behind the glass, and sometimes I see me, but not doing what I'm doing, just smiling. So if you ever find an old mirror covered in dust, forgotten, calling to you, don't look in at midnight, because if it looks back, it might want more than your reflection. It might want you.